Okay, y'all, we are going into Joann in Town Center probably for the last time because I hear they're closing at the end of the month and I may have missed like the big huge sale, but I called before coming in, so we're gonna see what they have. Okay, so it's very picked over, but I did get some papers. I'll show you guys in a minute. He's got some happy planners still here. Excuse me. And Giving Bear. Okay, y'all, I have time today, so I wanted to check this Joann and see what it looks like. So let's go in. So this one has paper stock, so we're gonna see what I end up with. Okay, so this is the fun part. This is the haul that I got from the 2 Joann stores that I went to. So if you want to see what I was able to get for like almost little to nothing at the Joann closing sale, stay tuned to this part of the video. All right, loves. So it is Crystal Marie. I am back on my channel with a nice craft haul. That's what I love to do, is like a lot of crafting, home videos, all of that good stuff. So if you're new here, welcome and please subscribe. And if you're a returning visitor, thank you for coming back. I know my videos get sporadic, but I am trying to do better than that. So again, I just came back from, not just came back, but I have shopped at Joann, the closing sale, and got some great stuff, some great papers I left up on a tool, and I'm going to show you all of that. So first, let's start with my first purchase, which was not, it was like earlier on before the sale prices really got good. Because I wanted to wait. So I was really like, okay, I'm gonna wait until I can get like papers for pennies and things like that. I didn't want to just go and buy during like the 20%, because you could go to Hobby Lobby or something like that and get stuff for 20%. So I first purchased these medium tip markers from Top Notch. I think they were about like $3 or something like that. This may have been March or early April. And then I got this 12 by 16 workspace, also Top Notch, just because I do like paint and all of that good stuff. So I wanted to be able to protect my workspace a little bit better. And then I got this, it's a Happy Value watercolor pan set. There's 25 colors in there, 2 of each. And so, and it includes a brush. I think this was about like $3 or $5, oh, it was $5, I think. And there was no, if I remember it correctly, I don't think there was an extra discount off of these, but they were such a good price that I was like, okay, I'll get those. And again, this was early on in the sale. So haven't opened those. I will test those out maybe in a different video and let you know how I like both the markers and the watercolor, because I believe you can get some of these brands, of course, at other places. So you may have the opportunity to find that. All right, so let's get into it. First, I'm gonna start with the store that is not my local store. I went to the store, it's Argyle in, I think it's Orange Park, Florida. And they really had some good papers up till the last minute. So I really was able to get a lot of good crafting supplies there. So I picked up some Scotch tape, just regular Scotch tape. This, okay, let's see. This entire part of the haul was $5, I think. Yeah, $5.39. So I spent $5.39 on everything I'm about to talk about right now. I got these 2 Scotch tapes just because I do like to, like I do Poshmark, so I ship a lot of packaging. And I like to put like little notes and things like that in there, and I'll tape those. So that, and then I got some stuff for card making because I hand make all my cards normally when, you know, for birthdays and things like that. I love card making. I love hand making the cards. So this was regularly, it's by Park Lane. It was regularly $4.99. Again, I think I got this on pennies on the dollar. I can't tell. Let me look at this receipt really quick. This probably was $1. Nope, that wasn't $1. It was probably 84 cents. It doesn't look like I paid over $1 for anything. And again, this whole stack right here was $5. So this was like probably 75 cents or something like that. And these are shimmer, these are gold. They were the only ones that I saw. Otherwise I would have picked up everything. Then they had a lot of these laser cut cardstock sheets, and I could have gone crazy on them, but I honestly didn't know how I was going to use them and like make it make sense, right? I think because this is probably only 10 cents or something like that, I probably should have just picked up all of them and figured it out later, but I just picked up one so that I could see how I could be crafty with it. Then I have a couple, like I have about 4 of these glitter sheets. I think these ended up being like 7 cents or something, or 5 cents. I love glitter. You guys know this is one of my favorite colors, is pink. It's like a pinky purple. And so I got a couple of those. I also love that they are not, you know, bent or torn in any way. And again, this was like the last minute. I bought these on the 22nd of May, and I believe they closed like the next day or the day after that. Like it was really close. So just imagine, like, these are in such good, pristine condition, and I was able to get them, and they're wrapped in the plastic, so I can keep them that way until I use them. It was great. Oh, let's just not make everything fall. Then I got more glitter sheets, same thing, but now these are like gold and like silver. So beautiful, and I was able to get quite a few of these. If I really liked the pattern, I tried to buy everything because, again, these were like pennies. I think these were like 5 cents. So got all of those. And then there was only 2 of these. I think there was a darker silver, and I didn't like that as much. I really like the bright silver, so I bought the last 2 that they had. Got that. And then I got some 12 by 12 papers, some cardstock, some not. So let's go. I got a couple sheets of this rainbow pattern by American Crafts. Can't wait to craft with that. I loved this sheet, and I ended up buying more of this sheet, and you'll see that later at another store. But I loved this. Let's see. Oh, this one, there's nothing on the back of that one. But there is, this one is a little bit more cardstock, and then this is the back of it. So I love this print. I can't wait to make some scrapbooking layouts and cards with this. And this is by American Crafts as well. And then I got 4 of these really pretty, more like, I don't want to say they're fuchsia pink, but they're like a deeper pinky purple. And I love this. And this is definitely cardstock, glitter, and nothing on the back. So all of that I got at the Argyle store for about, not even about, it was $5.39. And I was really happy with that purchase. Now, I'm going to move on to the rest of what I bought at the Argyle store. Again, the Argyle store is not my regular store. My regular store was the Joann in Town Center in Jacksonville, Florida. That's my regular store because that's closer to me. And I'll show you what I got there soon. But let's just move this over. I hope everything doesn't fall. Okay, and so then I went back. So that was the that was the 22nd. I think I got this on the 23rd. Yeah, so I went back the next day because I found out they were closing, I think the day after, so maybe the day after this purchase or the day after that, and they had an extra 50% off, which is why everything was so cheap. What I showed you before was like an extra 30% off, and then when I went back this day, it was an extra 50% off. So first I got this acetate clear, hopefully you guys can see that. It's like a travel pattern. It has boats on it. And I want to say this was like 10 cents or something by the time I got it, and with all the discounts. So I got one of those. There was only one. Otherwise, I would have gotten everything. I got some stamp cleaner. I believe this is Heidi Swapp. Yeah, this is the Heidi Swapp Mink stamp cleaner. And it was like 50 cents or something like that. And because everything that I'm showing you now, I paid $17 for. And I'll show you why, because the most expensive thing was $3, and it was the Yupo paper. I'll show you that in a minute. But I got some stamp cleaner because I'm going to be honest, I really don't clean my stamps, and so maybe I should do better. And so I figured for 75 cents, I'll try that, and we'll see. And then I got this Vicki Boutin acrylic paints. There's 4 of them in there, but they're really pretty and pearlescent. And I think this whole thing ended up being like 75 cents, and that might have been even without the discount, so it's probably cheaper. So they've got gold champagne, let me just put that gunmetal. What else is in here? This is like the first time I'm taking them out too. Rose gold and silver. So you guys know I love all of that. All of the shimmery, nice things. If you've been here for a while, you know I love like shimmer. I got these A7 flat cards, again, for my card making. And it regularly is $4.99. I'm sure it was probably like, I don't know, 15 cents or something. I didn't pay that much for anything, so yeah. So there's that. I got some origami paper, and I got this because it was gold and some shimmers. I think it was gold and silver, and so I'm excited about that. And it seems like it's also a little bit more cardstocky than like the regular origami paper, but this is pennies on the dollar. Then there were some Erin Condren pet care planners, and you guys know I have Cupcake, and so I figured I would just get his stuff all organized because this was literally like, I don't know, a quarter or 50 cents. It was not that, and they had a couple, but I got one so I can get him together. I got another acetate sheet. This one is really pretty. It's got like flowers on it. This was the only one in this pattern. I got some more in a different pattern, or else I would have bought all of those up because that literally came out to probably like 5 cents or something by the time all the discounts. Now this was the most expensive thing, and that's why this whole thing was $17, was because of this alcohol ink Yupo. And I had to Google it because I'm like, why was it $65.99 and what does this do? And so I am going to experiment with this paper, but it ended up being $3 and maybe a little bit less with the discount. Let me just check. Yeah, I think it was $3.30, and then it was probably half of that with the discount. So got the last 2 of those. And I'm going to Google that a little bit more so I'll know what to use them for. And then this was the other pattern. So all of these are the same. I was able to get quite a few. I bought the rest of them, but they have like, it's just like a nice floral pattern, and it is like copper colored or rose gold. So I'll be able to use those in cards and layouts and to make notebooks with. So that I'm excited about. And then, of course, more paper. And so I bought this purple paper. You all know like pink, glitter, all of that is my favorite color, but I do have a client friend who her color is purple, and it's kind of close to this. It may be a little bit off, but when I do cards for her or whatever, I could use this paper. And then it's got like a little bit of a texture to it, so that's why I got that. Then I got some Hooray paper, and this is of course card making, scrapbooking, and this one is by American Crafts, so I got a couple sheets of those. I didn't buy some of them. I didn't buy all of the rest of the stock just because I just wanted a couple, but then when you think about it, like at pennies on the dollar, probably I should have. I got this one. This is American Crafts. It's a Bo Bunny, the Charmed Chronicles, but I like the kind of like Art Deco style here. Loved this one, these florals, so I got a couple sheets of this. It's also by American Crafts. And then of course, this is the one that I had bought again the day before at the same store, and then I went back and I just went nuts and and bought more. And this is the back. Oh, I didn't show you the back of the other ones. Let's see if there's anything on the back of any of these. Okay, so this one has a back. This paper has a back. The rest of them are blank, and then the purple is purple on the other side. So I got more of these because I love this pattern. I can't wait to create with it. There was only one of this one, I think. Oh, two. So I got two, and then this is the back of that. So I'll use this side. I love and I'm obsessed with numbers and alphabets. I use a lot of these in my work and in my planning. So I got these. Now, I don't like to craft a lot with black, but sometimes it has its moments. So I won't use this side, but I'll definitely be using the number side. Then I got this Vicki Boot Tin. It's also American Crafts paper. I fell in love with it. It's like not paint swatches, but like craft swatches here. And so this is this side, which I'll probably be crafting with this side. And I won't be crafting with this side, but this is what the back looks like. And it does have the little sun up here, so I might like cut a strip of those. And then this is also the Bow Bunny Charms by American Crafts. And again, I told you I'm obsessed with alphabet, so I did get this. And I feel like I could use these more for cards that are for like more masculine cards. I loved this. My nephew is graduating high school soon, and so I was gonna make and send him a card. And I think I got two of these. I don't remember. Oh, I think they did have more, so I didn't buy these up. I actually bought these specifically so I could make his graduation card. And then there was only one of this one. This is also American Crafts. That was American Craft. A lot of this is American Craft paper. But I loved this print, but I think there was only one, so I didn't buy it all up. I got two of these. I'm also obsessed with prints that have cameras on them, you know, because I do content creation and things like that. I typically, again, don't like the black, but I did love these, so I got two of those. Love the Vicki Boutin. Is there anything on the back of those? Oh, I didn't show you the back. You guys, you have to tell me I didn't show you the back. So this one has a back. And what's so sad about it is I do like both sides of this. I probably will craft with this side, but I like both sides of that one. So that's kind of hard. Then we have this colorful paper here, American Crafts, Vicki Boutin. It's the Bold and Bright collection. And this is what's on the back. So I will likely be crafting with this side. Then we've got some Hello pattern paper. I love the font. So I will be using this, and there's nothing on the back of these. This is American Crafts. I loved this. I love a good polka dot. And so I think I got, the rest of those are polka dots, and this is a little bit more, it's a thicker paper, American Crafts, and then this is the back. I do love this back, so I will probably craft with both front and back of those. And so that was everything that I got from the Argyle store, which again is not my regular store. And I spent, so it was like $17.68, so basically $18 on that, what I just showed you. So let me move some things around so I can get to what I did on my actual store, which is the Town Center store in Jacksonville. So let me just clean some stuff up really fast. Okay, so now this is the first part of what I got at my store, and this was on the 22nd. So I went from my store to the Argyle store one day just to see what they had, and that is why I came back with all that paper, because my store is a busy store, so there wasn't a lot left, but I was able to get some surprise items. So I got this paint palette here. It's acrylic, and because I do a lot of painting, and I have some plastic ones, but this will be great because I believe it'll be easier to clean. Again, this was pennies on the dollar. This was maybe $1. Nope. Yeah, it was $2, $2.25. So I thought that was really good. And then I got more, if you remember those glitter papers I just showed you, I got more of those in this like chevron pattern. And this is the dark silver and the light silver together. And I did like that contrast. So I got those. And then there was a couple papers that I got that I was able to get at my store. But again, the Vicki Boutin Bright Collection by American Crafts, I'm probably going to craft with this side. This is what this looks like on the back. In Love. Then I got, let's see, I got a few. Oh, don't you, this is so yummy. This is also so yummy. It's like the school, it's a brighter like school version. So I may mix that with the other one to make a card for my nephew. But this was so good. This is so good. And I did pick up a couple of those. I don't know if I bought it out or if, I can't remember that. But this is the back. And I probably won't craft with the back side. It'll be this side. This is so yummy. And it's got the graph paper in the back. I love a good graph paper. So there's that. And then I got this. This is American Crafts crepe paper. I love like the library type paper. So I'm going to use this side. I don't think I would use this like paisley side at all, but this is what I bought. And I bought a couple of, quite a few of those. I don't think I bought them out either. I can't remember actually. So that, and then, but this was the jackpot. This ended up being $9. If you can see right here, it's regularly $89.99, okay? And I paid $9 for it. And this is We Are Memory Keepers. This is the precision press, so that like when you're doing your stamping, you can get it, on your 12 by 12 sheet, you can get it like all right. And I was so excited because I actually missed this. So I walked around the store, missed it, and was just kind of like walking around the store because I also wanted to get out of the house. So it wasn't like I was trying to buy anything necessarily. I was just trying to see like what they had and filming for you guys and all of that good stuff. And so I went straight to the crafting section, missed this totally. They had 3 of them, missed it, kept walking around, and just kind of like, breezing and browsing and whatever. And then I went back over there and I'm like, wait a minute. Like, how did I miss that? There were 3 of them. I looked at the boxes, got the best one that I could. And as you can see, it's in good condition. I haven't even opened it yet. So I was really excited about this because this is going to help with my scrapbooking and my stamping. I can't even believe it. This was worth the whole thing. So the $9, and let me see, because what did I spend? Hold on, what did I spend on this trip? I spent $13 on this trip, and that was only because this was $9, but that was well worth it because again, that is $89.99. And so that's what I spent on that trip. And then again, I went back, I think it was the next day, which for the Joann store in Town Center, 22nd, and they closed on the 23rd because this was the 22nd. And then I bought some, I kind of really wasn't planning to go in there, but my mom and I were having just like a little outing, and we stopped by one of the stores, one of the food places next to that Joann. And I said, okay, well, let's just walk in here because she's closing today and kind of like, say our respects or whatever. And they were extra 50% off. The managers were like making deals if you bought like everything in bulk. So I picked up a couple things. I picked up these. It's full of X-Acto knives or X-Acto blade refills, the number 11 size. So, and then how many? 15 blades. Now, if you craft, if you are a graphic designer, I'm a graphic designer, and these are like, they could be like between $6 and $11 depending on where you're gonna buy them a piece. So I got all of this for $2, and the carrying case was 25 cents. And I'm like, well, let me just get that because I can put them right in there and be able to carry them, and it makes it easier. Hold on one second. My dog is doing something he's not supposed to. Cupcake, you down? You down? Thank you so much. You know, no, you're not supposed to do that. Okay, so I got this, and so I will never run out of X-Acto blades, basically. I'm covered now. And I got this for $2. They were making deals, and the manager was like, okay, if you take it all, everyone, you know, every last one of them, it's $2. And I basically took every one that was still in the pack. Like if this came out or something, I didn't take those, and there was only a couple of those, but I basically took all that was left, and that was good. Then I'm like, okay, well, if you guys are making deals, let me just see what we can do. So I had passed those the day before, these bows. And I was like, okay, because these could be good for Christmas. I could put them on cards, but I'm like, okay, whatever. But since I was in there and they were making deals, I'm like, okay, what a deal would you give me if I bought all of them? I want to say there's like 14. I think I did count. Let me just count them real quick. 3, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Okay, so there's 18. So there's 18 of these. Okay. And I got them all for $2. That was the deal that they made, because they were closing that day. They were ready to get out of there. And I was like, great. So $2 for 18 of these, and they have 4 on each strip. They were regularly $4.99, and I got them for $2. So I'm going to be excited, not even going to be excited, I am excited to craft with those, and I can't wait. So that is everything that I got from the Joann closing sale. The 3 stores that are kind of like in my area, I didn't go to the third one. They're all now closed. So, you know, RIP Joann. Now it's Michael's Hobby Lobby and your mom and pop craft stores. There is a store in our area that is a mom and pop craft store, and it is closing too. So I will likely do some video on that at some point. But I am just very excited that I was able to get some of the things that I'm able to get, and I can't wait to show you like what I craft and make with them. So if you love this video, if you love Joann, you know, leave a comment. Tell me, did you go to your Joann stores in your area? What did you get? And how are you feeling about Joann closing? I know I knew probably about a year ago, I think it was, whenever they went bankrupt, because I had stock in Joann. So I got a letter that was basically saying my stock is no more. And so at that point, I'm like, okay, there's going to be something. But I didn't know that they were going to actually close for real. But here we are. And if you got something, I want to know, leave a comment. Thank you all for watching. RIP Joann.